Hey friends, welcome back to the channel today. I wanted to pop in on here and give you guys an update on what's going on with foster care happenings in our life. Oh my goodness, like all I've been talking about is China adoption, China adoption, China adoption. And you guys know, like, when I'm passionate about something, I'm going to talk to you about it because that's what I'm doing with my life. But I wanted to come in here and tell you some really cool things that's going on with foster care and like how we're helping that. So hi guys, if you don't know me, my name is Winter Hendrickson and I have 4 children that I adopted from the foster care system. Here's a photo of them. Aren't they just adorable? I'm just so thankful to God that He has given us such amazing kids. We are so lucky and blessed to have them in our life. Yes, and then we are also in process to become a family of 7. We are going to be traveling hopefully next year to China to pick up our number 5 child. So our child number 5. So that's really exciting for us. And anyways, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. So let me get into some really cool things that are happening with foster care. As you guys have heard, I'm just going to give an update on this again. We have stepped back from full-fledged foster care, full-fledged foster parenting, but we are still respite parents. So we do foster care only for foster parents that have kids in foster care. So like if our friends or someone in town needs respite for like a week or a weekend, just for a break, or they have to go out of town or have to go out of the country, so many different reasons to do respite, that's what we're doing right now. So that is the plan until our child gets home. And you might be wondering, like, why? Why are you doing that? Why is that the plan? Well, there's a lot of reasons. First of all, we are in process to adopting from China. And the biggest reason is financially, we can't take on another kid because of the ratio of dollars to kids that you need to make per year. And we just barely make over it. We can like literally barely afford to adopt from China according to their standards. So we barely made the cut for the first time in 10 years of being married, 9 years of being married. So that is why we are not gonna go that route. Second reason is another requirement for China is your children, you can't have more than 5 children in your home at the time of placement for that child. And we would also have to do some medical stuff for them. It would just really complicate the situation with that. And sometimes it's just good as human beings to realize and step back, like, I am not necessarily in a place in my life where I could focus on another child right now because I am focusing on my son or daughter that is in China. And I just want to make sure that my heart is in the right spot and I'm not overdoing it. I feel like we're doing okay. I think we're overdoing it in some areas of our life, but I don't think that doing foster care would be the right thing for us in this time. But that being said, I am so excited for what's happening in foster care. So just because I'm not doing full-fledged foster care doesn't mean I'm not a part of the community right now. Doesn't mean I'm not advocating for foster parents right now. It doesn't mean I don't appreciate foster parents right now. We're just like in a different season and we'll come back around to it. We possibly could be registered and licensed foster parents for the rest of our lives. Possibly. I could see that happening depending on where we live, depending on our life situation. But I could see us doing that. At least off and on. The reason why I say that is it's so important to have that licensing done so that if there is a situation where there's someone you know that needs their kids put in care, they can go with you, or, you know, there's just so many different factors. Our kids came in sibling groups. It's a possibility they might have siblings out there in the world that need to be adopted as well. Hopefully that never happens. Hopefully they stay with their bio parents and are happy and thriving, but you never know. So there's a lot of reasons why we're going to stay licensed, and I really like being a foster parent. I think it's amazing. I think it's one of the best decisions I've made besides loving Jesus and getting married and all these amazing things that led us to this place. I just love where my life is right now. God has totally worked that out really well. But I want to talk about this. I have officially stepped on as a volunteer for this organization called South Dakota Kids Belong. And I think I talked about with you guys like a little bit here and there, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit in length here and what that means, what's going to be happening. So I already contacted our our pride worker, which is the person that does our classes. It's called different things in different states, but for us here it's called Pride. And she has been so helpful. She's super on board with what I want to do and what this organization wants to do. So backing up a little bit, this organization is so awesome. What they do is they come into a community and they go to the churches, because Christians are typically 3 times more likely to adopt or do foster care than someone else. So they go to where people are that want to adopt, and there's a platform for it. Every Sunday, everyone's staring at you, listening to what you have to say. So it's a great platform, right? And I'm a Christian as well, so I'm like, yes, let's go find more Christians to do this foster care thing. So I was like, that's perfect for me. And they go in there and they do a 4 Sunday thing where for the first 3 Sundays, they just do announcements, maybe play a short little video, and then on the 4th Sunday, they end up doing a whole full-fledged sermon or like message or teaching about foster care and motivating people to become foster parents. And then after service, after that church service, they invite people to come and talk about it with a actual worker from the Department of Social Services. And I have some friends there, and I have this pride worker that's a friend of ours, and I could totally see us doing this, and hopefully that is the plan. So that is what's going on there. And so we're going to be bringing that concept and that idea to where I live, and I'm really excited about it. And also another thing they do, which is really great, is they promote children that need to be adopted through video. What? How cool, right? So they have made great relationships with the state, and they have full access to these kids, and they are able to make videos to promote them, to advocate for them to be adopted, kind of like the waiting child list that you see for international adoptions. It's the same thing, but a little bit more you know, Americanized. A lot, big video, nice stuff. They've already done 4 of those in our state, and hopefully this spring here they're gonna put out another 16 to 20 more. So that is huge, guys. Like, could you imagine what that does? And the 4 out of the 4 videos they put out already, 3 of them have found potential parents that are making steps to become their family. So there's one boy that still hasn't been adopted, so I'll put him in the link below if you want to watch his video. But those are some things that I want to get behind. So foster care is on the forefront of my mind, and something that I really want to advocate for more and more and more. The really cool thing about this organization that I'm working with is they have amazing literature that they're putting out about foster care and about the need for foster care and about each region and each state, like and how many foster parents there are and how many kids there are. And honestly, in some of the regions in our state, it's 4 kids to 1 foster parent, and that just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I just recently heard about a region somewhere down south where there's 11 kids to 1 foster parent, and I would call that a crisis for sure. So for me, in my heart, I wanted to start doing some recruiting and start finding people to take on children and to adopt and to change even people's viewpoints. The best thing about this is, even if you can't adopt, there's options for you. You can become what's called a wraparound family, and a wraparound family is just a support system for that foster family. So if they get a new placement, they can count on you to bring you food, clothing, just different things that you need to thrive as a foster parent. Honestly, like, you need a community behind you as a foster parent. I need a community behind me as a foster parent to be the best foster mom that I could possibly be. And without my community, I know it would have been extremely hard for me to be a foster parent. So those are some really super exciting things that are happening. It seems like almost on every area right now, God is breathing on the subject of foster care and adoption. Maybe this is because I'm in that stream and I hear it more, but I don't think it's true. I really think that there's an unusual awakening on people's hearts to like realize the need to take care of orphans, to take care of kids without parents, to take care of those that desperately need a family. And they're amazing kids, guys. So amazing. We are so lucky to even have the kids like that we have. Like, honestly, like I feel more blessed than they do, I'm sure, all the time, to have them in my life and to steward their lives and to help them become adults. Like, it's beyond a privilege, guys, to do that. So it's so cool, like, some of the things that are happening. And like my pastor, she was talking about how she was in this meeting with this group of people, and they're like a national group of people in the nation, a Christian organization, and they started talking about foster care and adoption, and the whole room just like erupted in like this urge and this like this powerful like urgency to take care of this problem and to pray for it and to bring it into existence, like to make this happen, to take care of this need, for the church to go out and take care of this need. So that's really super cool. And then right afterwards, she texted me, she's like, hey, can you help me with this thing? And I'm like, absolutely, this is what's happening. And I was like super excited that God was moving in this way on national, like, Christian leaders' hearts, guys. And they're not even like in the foster care realm, you know what I mean? They're in a different realm. So I'm just really super excited about that. And also, like, if you guys didn't know this, in the state of South Dakota, our governor is a huge advocate. She just became the governor not that long ago, about 6 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. But she is a huge advocate for foster care and adoption. She stated on her opening inauguration, like, that she was going to use her platform to talk about foster care and adoption every single time and the need for it. And I was like, yes. So we got the government involved, we got the church involved, just so many cool things happening there. Hopefully we'll get like the business realm involved with like financing. So I'm just like super excited about what God's doing in the arena of foster care and adoption. I'm still a huge foster care advocate. I'm just like, I love foster care. It's great. It's so important. It's so important for our communities. I'm so blessed to live in this nation where we take care of our kids in this way, and I love that. And I do think that we could do better. I think we could always do better. But I always just had this dream in my heart that, like, what if we, as a state, as a nation, as a region, started taking care of our own kids. And since we took care of all of our own kids, we started reaching out to other nations and taking those kids and taking care of their kids as well, and becoming a solution to problems. And that is like the gospel. That's like Jesus on the earth. Like, that is how I feel like God would want this to set up, and I feel like that's my calling on this earth, to do it in that way. So anyways, I guess I'm super passionate about that. Yeah, I love foster care and adoption, so that's all I wanted to say about that. I'm super involved in it still. I love our workers. I wish I could have them come to our house still, because I love them. I love the Department of Social Services. Yeah, so things to pray about for our family, if you guys could. I kind of want to do this at the end of some of our videos right now, just because there's so much going on. Huge prayer topics for us is, one, yeah, pray for this organization, that God would give me grace to lead it well, and that I would be able to recruit. I'm hoping to recruit somewhere between 7 to 10 families in the fall. So that's the plan. Yeah. So what we do is, when we recruit them, we'll take them and we'll get them into the Pride classes, and then this organization will pay for daycare and maybe snacks or something like that. So it's really cool. I would love to be involved in that. I would love to be a part of all that. So please pray that I find the right people, and like, that would be awesome. Okay, the second thing I want prayer for is for peace. We are going through this China adoption, and there's a lot of things that I'm trying to pray through, but at the same time I'm really tired, because we are literally filling out paperwork every single day. So please pray for peace for us, that we will be mentally sharp, and just direction. I can't say more than that about it. I just need some direction. Some direction about something very big that's happening in the China adoption. So direction would be really helpful. And then finances. Please, 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 please pray for our finances. Like I said in the last video, that we were expecting this process to be 3 years. So we were expecting a $40,000 you know, bill to be broken up in 3 years, but it's actually happening in a year. Very, very, very highly likely we'll be traveling to China in April next year. highly likely. So that's crazy, right? So please pray for us for that, for finances. We will be putting out a fundraiser soon. I'm terrible at fundraising, but I feel like so many people want to give to this. So I'm actually going to put our PayPal information for our adoption in the link below. If you feel led, we would be so humbled and honored if you would give to us in our adoption. I feel weird saying that out loud, but whatever, it's not about me, it's about the orphans of the earth, okay? So we're hoping to be able to cash flow literally 65 to 75% of the adoption within a year, which is a lot of money when I said we barely qualify, just so you know. We are really good with this money, but it's just difficult. But yeah, so those are the 3 prayer points for this organization, for peace and wisdom, and also for finances to just start manifesting. It'd be cool if we could find like a $10,000 bill or something like that. That'd be really great right now. Anyways, I hope that you guys are having the best day ever, and I thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Actually, that's another way you can support my channel is I got monetized this week, which is mind-blowing. I feel like I've been doing this for years, and this is the first time being monetized. And so if you watch my videos, I get a little bit of kickback for that. So please be sure to watch my videos, subscribe to our channel, follow us along our journey, and yeah, I hope you guys have the best day ever, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!